everyone. Welcome back to I Do Declassified. This is our fifth episode already. I can't believe it.
You know, it's going real fast.
I know. I feel like we just started our first one and now it's already fall. Well, it's not fall yet, but today we're going to talk about fall weddings.
I think it is considered fall now.
I
Isn't
thought
it?
it was like the end of September.
Oh, I don't know. Either way, I
Listen,
decided this is going to be one of my favorite episodes because I love fall. So in honor, got my
yes.
flannel on today.
If
Getting really
Starbucks
serious.
already dropped their fall flavors,
Yes,
it is
yes.
fall.
It's definitely, we're considering it fall.
Exactly. So, guys, we're going to talk about our fall weddings.
Fall weddings are amazing. I feel like anywhere you have fall weddings. So if it's at Capriotti's, if it's at Gravers, where it's really outdoorsy and they incorporate like the wooded area, at Bellagio, at a lot of the offsites that we've had, typically will fall into September, October.
Yeah.
And I love it because I love fall decorations. I love fall flowers. I have these pretend flowers behind me with pumpkins. This is like my ideal porch look.
So cute.
Right?
That's giving us some Pinterest inspo back there.
Need to add a hanging swing onto my own porch, apparently.
Yes, you do. Oliver would be all over that.
Oh my gosh, it'd be broken in a day. 100% broken in a day. Between him, the dog, and my husband, broken.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. Even here at Capriotti's, you can get some of the fall feel because outside scenery, but offsites definitely are our primary outside stuff because here at Capriotti's, we got some inside ceremonies going on. That's good.
Yeah, I still have seen some really nice incorporations of fall into Capriotti's. Mums, I love mums. They're so hardy. They're so pretty when they're in bloom. So we've seen mums down the aisle, like to line the aisle. That looks super pretty. And actually, we had one wedding here at Capriotti's, and they decked out the foyer area. Like they had corn stalks in the foyer, and like it was really cool. They definitely brought outdoors indoors. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's one thing that we definitely want to touch on today is that, fall flowers, you want to take advantage of those things like mums, your dried up florals. Is that what you would call it, Brie?
Yeah.
Like
more.
dried up florals and stuff like that. So you want to take advantage of seasonal florals because that's what our florists have and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you're getting stuff that's in season, so it's not super expensive for you too.
That's true. A lot of pumpkins too. I like the pumpkin look.
Yes.
But I understand that like fall is so many times oranges, and that doesn't really fit into people's like wedding feels all the time. We have had quite a few weddings that they found white pumpkins and they incorporated the white pumpkins in because obviously that goes with any color. That's been a really cool look as well. And then of course you get like the burnt oranges, the burgundies, the like table runner effects, the wood table looks, that type of thing. That always kind of bring out those florals, those fall florals too. So I feel like, Allie will kill me for saying this because she loves her florals, but sometimes in the fall, I feel like less is more because you can supplement with like more of the greenery or the pumpkins or the candles. We all know I love candles. So like that cozy feel, that type of thing.
They're starting to wear on me, Brie, honestly. They are a simple addition to the centerpieces. That is for sure.
Yeah, I love them. And like the twinkle lights too. So like even if we're not going candles, like really cute centerpieces we've seen with like the lanterns or the twinkle lights or something like that too. That just pulling that like cozy feel of the fall.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know that you do a lot of outside ceremonies, Brie. I do outside ceremonies at Gravers, but what's your favorite outside decor?
Ooh, I don't know. I've seen so many cool ones. So I do really like mums, like we already talked about.
Yes.
I have also seen people in the fall go with more of that like boho look where they
Yeah.
have the like macrame inside and whatnot. But then they bring in the I can't even think of what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about, like the pampas, that's what it is. Like
Yes.
they'll incorporate pampas like down the aisle. That looks so pretty. And then I really do love when people like decorate up that arch. So we've seen a lot of like the burnt oranges mixed with I've seen some really cool ones where instead of just one draping on the arch, they'll buy a couple different if you go on Amazon and search them, honestly, that's where a lot of people will find them. But like they'll buy a couple different packs so that they can have like a terracotta, a white or an ivory, and like a light copper or something like that to sort of pull in multiple colors on the arch. And
Mhm.
that always looks super pretty. Of
Yeah,
course, the
I agree.
pumpkins. You haven't experienced fall at Grey Bridget Alley, but we have had weddings where we filled entire truck beds with pumpkins that the couples have provided to like put out around the ceremony area with like hay bales and stuff like that. So
Well, this season, right around the corner.
people love the fall. People love those outdoor ceremonies. And just like a lot more of the like large florals that
Mhm.
incorporate all those fall colors. I'm a sucker for fall mainly because it reminds me that it's time for football season and the Bloomsburg Fair.
Oh, the
So,
Bloomsburg Fair. If you haven't been,
mm,
everyone in our area knows about the Bloomsburg Fair, though.
yeah, my family and I go regularly. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Same,
so
same.
that I think those big fall florals on top of like barrels, like whiskey barrels and stuff like that, to me are like the ultimate symbol that like fall is here. You might get some cozy blankets put outside. I had one wedding where they brought an old fashioned wheelbarrow and they filled it up with blankets so that the guests had blankets at the ceremony.
That's
It's really
super, that's a good idea
cool.
because it does get chilly.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of cool things that happen in fall. And maybe I'm just biased because I like the fall, but yeah.
It's really
Ultimately,
hard to pair dresses with jackets, though, like for attending weddings. So that blanket
true.
is a good idea.
Yeah,
I know myself in the fall, I'm like, what do I wear?
yeah.
I don't want to carry something all night, but I
Mhm.
also need to wear something because it's freezing.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
will
super.
agree. But on that same note, I love fall bridesmaids dresses because we have seen so many weddings where they do like various colors. So like one girl's in a gold, one's in a terracotta, one's in like a sage green, one's in a burgundy, and they just like incorporate all of them together. Um,
Mhm. They get
Last year,
all of
like the
them.
velvet dresses were really in, so you had velvet in like all those colors. So it was like very different, but you can fit it in because it matches all the fall foliage. So it works.
That's super fun about fall. It's
Hmm.
not just your standard colors. You get to do all the fall, autumn,
Yep.
the little burnt oranges and all of that. But speaking of, sorry, Brie, you really have my mind on food.
Mhm.
Let's talk
We're
about
hungry. It's
some,
almost lunchtime. We're hungry.
yes, let's talk about some fall foods. So my favorite that we have here at Capriotti's and when we go to offsites is our tomato soup shooters.
Oh, with the
I
grilled
think that
cheese
is such
wedge. Mm,
yes, such a
mhm.
good idea for fall and stuff like that. Really just, inquiring that into the food, incorporating that into the food is a fun idea as well.
Yeah, and a lot of people love that soup effect at fall weddings. That's probably one of our most popular hors d'oeuvre options for fall weddings. Like it goes the most, is what I want to say. It's like the most popular of the choices that the couples will pick. And then this year we introduced that broccoli cheese soup shooter as well. So got some
Mhm.
options there.
Oh yeah, that's super exciting. Bria, I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but you've seen a lot of different like bars and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, so hot chocolate bars are always fun and they kind of I feel like those fall more into like late fall transitioning into winter. But
yes.
we do it up with, the hot chocolate and the whipped cream and mini chocolate chips and candy canes more so closer to Christmas. But like sprinkles. You can incorporate the fall sprinkles, all that kind of stuff. And we like to set it up on like a cozy little blanket on top of a table, obviously, but like give it that flannel look, fit
Oh
the theme.
yeah, Bruce sporting her flannel.
It's not even mine. It's my husband's. I took it. I was like, I have a fall podcast today. Like, here we go. Got to steal it. That's a fun one. Donut bars. And the reason I bring up donut bars is because Allie, you were just mentioning the other day about apple cider donuts. You love apple cider donuts. So you can do fall donuts. Mm-hmm.
I love donuts. Mini pies. Have you seen that at all?
We did have one wedding that did mini pies. It's cute. They did that in place of cupcakes. So it was kind of fun because it was unique and they were still the little personal size so everybody could take their pies.
That is my favorite thing. Like Walmart, when you walk into Walmart in the fall and they have the little pumpkin pies, I'm like, I'm just going to get one for the spirit of fall.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. And then how about apple cider? Apple cider always makes not really a comeback, but an appearance in the fall. So we've seen like extra like stations that they'll add on where it's like an apple cider station or like hot apple cider station or apple cider sangria station. That's really good. I love apple cider sangria.
That sounds phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. So, just incorporating as much apple and cinnamon and everything as pumpkin, apple, and cinnamon as you can in the fall.
Yes, for sure. Even those pastries, people go off on those pastry stations.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I am one of them.
Me too.
I go to a fall wedding and they have a dessert station with like little mini pumpkin pies, apple cider donuts, even I don't know why chocolate covered pretzels remind me of fall, but like the chocolate covered pretzels are there.
Caramel apples.
Caramel apples is what I'm saying. There's so many good options for the fall dessert bars. And then I eat all of them, one of everything, three of everything, whatever.
Speaking of those little treats, you could even incorporate that in your favors. So I don't know if like your family makes a good, they want to seed the pumpkin and they roast all the pumpkin seeds. You can use those as the favors.
Seeds, yeah.
Stuff like that. You can roast some walnuts. I don't know what people normally do, but whatever runs in your family as a tradition, use that over into the favors. You're already making.
So, is it Jordan's almonds? Is that what they're called? The like chocolate covered almonds? So,
yes.
Right?
Justin's.
Is that what they're called? Huh?
Is it Justin's?
Or Jordan? Is it? I
don't know. Comment below.
Yeah, because we don't know. We don't eat that much of them. But in the fall, then sometimes we'll see like the candied almonds or the candied nuts that are similar to that. And like, that's your favor.
Super cool ideas.
I'm a sucker for a good like apple wine. We've seen some individualized like little wine bottles that people will give away as favors. Oh, I love fall weddings.
Me too. There's just so much more to do. So many more flavors that are like, of course, summer is so fun. Summer has to be my favorite season, but fall is definitely very close second.
I think fall gets hyped up a lot more.
Yes.
So it's like exciting because you have these seasonal flavors that are out that are like, okay, it's fall. I'm officially allowed to eat pumpkin. I'm officially allowed to like have cider every single day, and that's normal, but it won't be around in the summer. I mean, I'm sure you can find apple cider in the summer, but like it's not advertised like it is. So it's just marketing, but we love it. We fall into it.
Oh yeah. Those marketing tricks. But also it's not bikini season anymore. So you can have that dessert.
Calories don't count on wedding days.
That is so true.
I say as I work a wedding every single weekend and say, calories don't count. More trees tortellini Alfredo.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're walking around so much too.
True.
So we can have it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen any of this, Brie, but I did see a lot when I was searching on Pinterest and stuff like that, that the boutonnieres are like dried florals and feathers and stuff. I don't know if you've seen that in weddings here.
Yeah, I think being that fall, some of the local flowers are probably not as hardy or not growing as well, or they've passed their season already, so people will get creative. Yeah, dried florals. We've seen pocket watches. We've seen feathers. We've seen, actually, I did pocket watches because I don't do well with flowers as much as I would like to say I do. I've gotten better, but
Pocket watches. That's a good idea.
I'm not so sure about that. So yeah, we did pocket watches. We've seen some that are little. A really cool one that I saw, and if I can find a picture of it, we'll upload it and put it into this podcast. A really cool one I saw is one of the weddings, the guys were like outdoorsmen. And so they had little bullet shells.
Oh,
and then like coming out of the bullet shell was just like some of that like pompous and like dried florals.
that's actually super.
It was super creative. Yeah. Yeah. Somehow they like, I don't know who did it or how they did it, or probably it's on Etsy because Etsy is amazing. But yeah, that was a really creative one we saw. I don't know. I think that people lean more towards that creativity when they don't have as many florals to choose from.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Fall is just overall fun. You could tell that Brie and I love fall.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else for fall weddings, but I do know that I do have some office updates, and Brie and I are currently making the office look very fancy.
Yes,
kind of throwing Tommy off. But we are personalizing our spaces, getting bougie, as one would say.
Yes, even Tommy told us that this morning. You guys are getting real bougie in here. We have decor coming in. Catch us at Christmas time. You'll see us with Christmas lights up.
Honestly, yes, I love that. You know what? I think we should play a prank on Tommy. Comment below what kind of prank we should play on Tommy for Halloween.
What we need to put on his desk. I think we should get a pumpkin scented candle or an apple cider candle and light it in the office. Add some like zen in there,
I think so too. As long as it doesn't bother anybody's sinuses or those seasonal allergies. I am not excited for those.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they are down at Bellagio Fields this year, because this will be our first fall there. And so I don't know how it'll be with allergies. I know barns.
You know how Gravers is.
Yeah, Gravers. We know barns are so popular in the fall, so we'll be doing field trips all over into fields and barns and outdoor tents and everything like that. So if you catch us sneezing on the next podcast, you could tell the allergies are in full swing for me and Allie.
They're kicking.
We've likely been at an outdoor wedding the day before.
Oh yes, that is for sure.
Yeah. But no, fall is super, super fun. I think you could get really creative in the fall. I think there are so many ways to customize it. I mean, as with other seasons, but like I said, I think everyone falls into that pumpkin spice season now.
Oh yeah. I think the men don't enjoy it as much as the women, but they're sucked right into it.
Yep, exactly. So if you're looking to have a fall wedding, if you want to come check out our spaces, if you want to get married at the barn at Gravers Tree Farm and work with us, then let us know. You can shoot us messages on social media, through our emails, or you can give our office a call, and we would love to plan your fall wedding with you.
Yes, we would. You know where to call. It's 570-929-7200. I hear that in my dreams.
I was going to say, we might recite that at night as we're sleeping.
But we will catch you guys on the next podcast.
Let us know if there's anything in particular you want to hear about.